Hello and welcome to this week's edition of IE News.
As usual, we have an action-packed show for you today, including a concert review, a top 10 music countdown,
And an exclusive look into College Radio Day.
all this and more coming up on IE News, so stay tuned. The fall 2013 application filing period for the CSU system has begun. Online applications for students are available at csumentor.edu. The priority filing deadline will be on November 30th. Registration for application workshops is now available online by going to the link listed on the screen and clicking Register for Workshops here. Students can also receive help registering for workshops by calling the Transfer Center at 562-938-4670.
The Department of Music, Radio, and Television is pleased to invite all to their Music Scholarship Gala concert on Sunday, October 21st. The concert will be held at the LBCC Auditorium at 2 p.m. The concert will feature Susan Egan, who is an award-winning entertainer who has been headlining on Broadway and sings in symphonies worldwide. General admission is $20 and VIP tickets are $75, which include reserved seating and a champagne reception. To purchase tickets, call 562-938-4411.
The Long Beach City College Child Development Center is the grant recipient of a grant from Kaboom and the Walt Disney Company. LBCC will be receiving a playground that provides children the opportunities for open-ended free play. It addresses a broad spectrum of their play needs through the chance for fantasy and cooperative play. In this playground, sand, water, and a changing array of elements combine to create an active environment. It is designed to prompt creativity and sensory exploration. For more information, call 562-938-4353.
The international award-winning piano duo Nagatani and Durkovic will perform Saturday, November 9th. The concert will be held in room G122 at the LAC campus at 7:30 p.m. You can buy tickets ahead of time for $10 on the link listed above on the screen, or you can purchase tickets at the door for $15.
Don't go anywhere. There is more IE News after this short break. Welcome back. Now let's go to IE News reporter Drew Darnell, who covered the second annual LBCC Boys Dodgeball Tournament held on the LAC campus.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. The 5 rules of dodgeball. Let's see if our teams will remember these rules.
I'm in a club with AZ, so I heard about it through AZ. Well, it was fun. We lost though, but it was fun. It's intramural, so I guess that's what counts. I didn't do anything well, but I guess throw the ball at the wall.
The best part about the game was we worked as a team, we won the game, and you know what, I'm proud of all my teammates. And the thing that I did, the last ball, chucking the ball at me, I had to just jump down. It was a good game, you know, I'm proud of the other team, I'm proud of my teammates, and that's all I really got to say.
Dodgeball. America's second favorite pastime. I mean, who doesn't love balls hitting people in the face?
Nah, I've been hit many times, so I've been hit with a baseball in the jaw, and I've knocked one of my teeth out, so I'm really prepared for anything. And the balls are soft, so it's better than a hard baseball.
The competition was fierce, as the different squads competed against rival teams during the tournament. But at the end of the day, it was all in good fun.
The game went really well.
It was good, man. I got a headshot. I didn't mean it, but I did get a guy in the head and got another guy. So LBCC, keep the intramural sports going. We need this. This is our life right here. This is our legacy. I'm gonna miss this very much because when I came into Tong and I pledged, it was all about sports and good sportsmanship, going out on the field, having a good time, and then just going to school and meeting everybody up the next day. That's good sports and everything. And it's just a life. It's student life. You need this around. You need competitiveness, you know? So I'm gonna miss it a lot.
Though I was not able to participate in the games, I still suited up and attempted to find a spot on one of the teams. Unfortunately, no one wanted me.
I am Drew Durnell for iNews.
Thanks for that report on the boys dodgeball, Drew. Now let's check up with IE News reporter Josh Valencia, who caught up with the LBCC girls dodgeball tournament.
Hi, we are here at Long Beach City College LAC Gymnasium, where the women's dodgeball tournament is being held. Let's check it out.
The women's dodgeball tournament was held 1 week after the men's dodgeball tournament, and people from the LAC and PCC campus came to support. We got to talk to some of the players, and they told us why they decided to participate.
Well, basically, we're supporting our club. We always do participate in intramurals, and we're known for that. So mostly the ladies win.
Yeah, we also think that it's very good to have good sportsmanship, and so just get really involved in school.
Well, I'm actually a provisional for ISIS for 2012. What I benefit from intramurals in general is just being active, because it's kind of hard to be active in college when you're busy doing schoolwork, working, and stuff like that. So it's pretty fun. You get free t-shirts, be around cool friends, meet new people.
After talking to some of the players, we caught up with the organizer behind the event, who gave us some insight on how the idea came about.
Well, Long Beach City College has a long tradition of having intramural sports. We have the oldest community college recreation program in the United States. This is our 85th year. Dodgeball has been traditionally, about the last 7-8 years, probably the most popular tournament we've done on the evenings. We used to do the men and the women together. Now we do the men 1 week and the women another week. We have 10 teams here. We had 13 teams in the men's tournament.
I'm here today because I'm in the Order Tonga International. We have our ladies here today. They're playing dodgeball. I'm also a gentleman of ISIS, supporting them also. All the intramurals here, it brings a lot of school spirit and a lot of morale to the school. And the clubs, when we come together, we have a lot of fun. Like, forget about our studies and all that stuff. Like, keep us stress-free.
You know, it's really a lot of fun. The students get a lot out of it. A lot of times there's faculty and staff teams that play, so they'll play against some of their teachers or administrators. They get a lot out of being able to participate in these events. A lot of the learning rules to these new things, getting the whole college experience, not just in the classroom, having other things to do on campus. Studies show that the more students participate on campus, whether it be clubs, whether it be intramural sports, whether it be in learning communities, they get more out of college and they succeed more in their classes.
Well, there you have it. That was the women's dodgeball tournament. Lots of fun, lots of great sportsmanship. This is Josh Valencia from IE News.
Thanks, Josh. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back right after this.
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when you're dreaming.
Welcome back. Now let's head over to the radio studio with Keith Hess to give us a top 10 music countdown.
Hello, and welcome to the Top 10 College Radio Day Countdown. I am your host, Cliff Notes. Today, I'll be bringing you the top 10 College Radio Day hits that were popular yesterday at College Radio Day 2012, second annual College Radio Day. Bring to you number 10 with 4-Level Interchange with their self-titled track 4-Level Interchange. These guys really tore it up on stage yesterday, some hardcore rock. Number 9, we have Small Affair with the self-titled track Holiday, their self-titled album. That Scott Bowers, he's really something. He started his own solo project from that band. Then number 8, we had Jennifer Corday with A Weekend Warrior, and she works together now with local artists like Sublime and many artists around Long Beach. Number 7 is Chad Bishop with Free Flowin'. That guy can really flow there. Number 6, we had Chowdy, aka Those Guys. Can I Take You Out? One of their greatest hits. Number 5 is Haley Johnson with the dance song. She can dance. Number 4, we have Paper Kites with the piano song. Man, that girl can really play the piano in that band. Number 3, we had the Moderns with Song 4. And then number 2, we had Scott Hughes again with Almighty God. He's really moving up the charts. And the number 1 song is Paradise by Coldplay. Man, Christian Martin from that band Coldplay stood out and made this concept of College Radio Day to be a day where you can get together and make all the bands have their voices heard, and all the college radio stations all over the world, which is equal to 365. This has been the College Radio Day 2012 Countdown. I am Cliff Notes, broadcasting on klbc.org, and you can listen to my show on kctyfm.org from 4 to 6 on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Thank you for watching, and you have a great day.
Thanks, Keith. Now let's head over to Danny Darko in the studio for a special concert entertainment report.
Stand and deliver, says the Dandy Highwayman. I'm Danny Darko, and this is IE News Entertainment. The Ant Invasion has begun with the return of Adam Ant and his new band, The Good, The Mad, and The Lovely Posse. For those unaware, Adam Ant first started out as the frontman for Adam and the Ants back in the late 70s during the height of the London punk scene. Then later soared to giant pop success in the mid-80s as a solo artist with hits like Goody Two Shoes, Desperate But Not Serious, and Wonderful. For me, my love and admiration of Ant music began long before with the Ant LP, Kings of the Wild Frontier, where I first learned of and heard Dog Eat Dog, Physical You're So, and the title track informing us of the new royal family with the wild nobility. Seeing Mr. Ant at the Mayan Theater in Los Angeles did not disappoint my punk sensibility in the slightest. Getting back to basics with guitars, bass, and 2 drummers, one being a female done up like a Victorian princess. He takes us even further back with Plastic Surgery, Whippin' My Valise, Lady, and Fall In. I guess someone must have heard my insect prayer as he charmed and rocked us for just over 2 hours. If you missed him this time around, not to worry. Ant and his lovely posse will be making a return trip late next month when he plays the Grove Inn in Anaheim. Rumor has it tickets are going fast. This has been your concert report. I'm Danny Darko for IE News Entertainment.
Thanks, Danny. Stay tuned because we will be right back after these messages.
Now that I got your attention, do you want to make movies or be a radio DJ? Yeah! I thought so. Well, come check out Long Beach City College's radio and TV department. Hey, stop playing with those buddies and get to class, young man. No, not that class. Here at LBCC, we have hands-on training, so ditch that boring lecture. Here we'll teach you state-of-the-art equipment, and in no time, you'll have the right tools to make your very own movie. Don't want to make movies? What's wrong with you? Well, you could be a radio DJ and learn all those crazy soundy stuff. Interested? Then check out our website or call. Look at you now. It looks like you're on your way to being the next Steven Spielberg.
Welcome back. Time in between classes are a regular occurrence for LBCC students. We got to talk to a few of them about their breaks in a new segment.
Breaks, I just usually go in the cafeteria and grab food or go to Subway because it's right around the corner.
Well, I usually hang out with the club Simple Truth. I don't know if you guys know that club. So it's a club on campus. It's a non-denominational Christian club. We have Bible talks like a Monday through Thursday. So I usually hang out with all them. We read the Bible sometimes, hang out.
sit usually on these benches because this is like the medium of where everyone meets up. So you don't have to text people to figure out where they are if they're in the cafeteria. We just meet here, and that's usually what I do.
I'm currently doing my homework that I should have probably done last week.
Right. I just regularly take walks, distract myself, go eat, or if not, buy a Gatorade.
On my break, I just study, go in the lounge and hang out with friends and just kill time before my next class.
Usually I go get food or I walk around to my next class.
Eating's pretty important usually.
Hang out with friends. I mean, we're in a break right now, so we're just kind of been talking, shooting the breeze. I mean, trying to find people and talking about life and love and liberty and all that. And sometimes I like to go to Subway or go to the New Miyako or like the restaurants around here, just anything to kill the time.
I like long breaks because you can fit more things into them. In short, you don't feel so compacted, stressed.
I like shorter breaks just because if they're too long, then I get antsy and then I get distracted and maybe I just want to take a nap.
I don't really like longer breaks because then I'm just here doing nothing and I can't go home because I live far and waste of gas.
I like medium breaks because if it gets too long, I get bored. But if it's too short, then what was the point?
Shorter breaks.
I say longer breaks.
Why? I say shorter breaks because me personally, I don't really like to stay still for too long. I just like to be doing something, you know what I mean? Just, you know, idle mind is a dangerous thing. So I'd rather have a short break.
Preferably, probably a little bit shorter.
Longer? In a sense that you have more time to study for your next class?
You know, short breaks would be nice, but...
Actually, I prefer like a lot of little breaks. Does that make sense?
I like sitting still. I like sitting and reading, and then you can do homework and you can prepare for your next class.
Or I can eat Dove chocolate. Dove chocolate's pretty good, so I'll eat. But just hang out on campus.
We will be holding a weekly conversation with students on various topics. Now let's go to Bianca Palmer, who interviewed some of the performers on College Radio Day.
We're here at Long Beach City College for the second annual College Radio Day. This is an international event. It is really amazing. Later on, we're going to have an interview with Jennifer Corday, Chowdy, and the Paper Kites, so stay tuned.
This has been so exciting. It was such a build-up. I did some research on it. I mean, Doug and Judy first told me about it, and it seems to have quite a following.
It's very important to me. It's really good to be back on campus. Really like what y'all are doing here, and happy to be a part of it.
It's a great opportunity for everybody to come and put their skills to use. Musicians, camera operators, you guys, the radio people, and and maybe our product will be seen and heard in other parts of the world.
I'm wowed by what's going on here. I mean, you guys are great. All the students are just jumping, and it's an amazing crew. I had no idea that it was this awesome, but I've been totally looking forward to it. And I'm solo here today. I see there's a lot of bands, but little old me.
Today we'll be going through a couple of original songs that we've been working on for a while, and we're happy to play them for you guys.
Any chance to have people listen to us, and appreciate just music in general as a all, is awesome. So
I'm ready to rock it.
Whatever it may be that ends up being in this type of industry, we all have strengths, so why not put them together, kind of puzzle it together and make some magic happen,
This was Bianca Palmer for the second annual College Radio Day at Long Beach City College. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Bianca. Now let's head over to Drew Darnell with an exclusive interview with one of the hosts of National College Radio Day.
Hello, I'm here with Liz Waite, the host of College Radio Day. So Liz, let me know, how much planning was involved in College Radio Day?
College Radio Day, it was a huge effort for us. I mean, this is my first semester in radio. I came in a little later than everybody else, like in the very first week of September or so, but a lot of effort and planning was going into it, mainly because College Radio Day for us, as well as other stations, is a way of saying you should not shut us down. We mean something to the culture. And if we have a united front, you can't attack us. So a lot of effort went into making this a huge event as a statement to protect us from being cut. So there was a lot of effort going on, a lot of collaboration, a lot of confusion and chaos. Who's doing this? Who's doing this? Who's doing it? It's always changing and fluid. It's never ever a set plan. But it was a big effort. But it was probably the it was a hugely rewarding effort.
Yeah, it was really fun yesterday. And so what you touched on it a little bit. What was the purpose of the College Radio Day?
The purpose of College Radio Day is essentially a way of taking all the college stations throughout the world, globally, and having a day in which we stand as a united front, so that universities where a lot of radio stations are being shut down, threatened, sold off, we're making a statement that says that we are vitally important to moving global culture forward, to moving music forward, to moving opinion forward. And doing this is our way of trying to protect ourselves and say that you can't bring us down. That's essentially what it is. The first year they did it, 300 stations participated. This is the second year, 500 stations participated.
Ooh, that is
500
awesome.
stations in 2 years. That's huge. It's enormous.
That's great. That's cool. And you were like one of the main people behind it. So how did everything run? Did it run pretty smoothly yesterday?
Oh, I was not one of the main people behind, like getting everything. I was not a behind the scenes person. I was hey, Liz is here. Let's put her on camera. Okay. That was me. But everything did run pretty smooth. We had like a couple of people cancel or so, but no, there was always somebody to come in to fill in. Always somebody, the communication was really actually quite smooth. There really weren't any major, slip-ups or anything like that. So it was actually a pretty smooth operation.
Okay, that's awesome.
Not that I have a point of reference, of course, since I'm relatively new to this, but to me, it was a smooth operation.
So you're used to being on Ustream in, for your radio show in the radio studio. How much different was it being in our TV studio, and did it make you a little bit more nervous?
Ooh, no, I was pumped.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, there's cameras everywhere. Yeah, I can do this. It was super fun. I mean, in the Ustream, you've got that. It's not like the camera can really focus on you because it's one webcam. It's pretty stationary, and people normally look at it, if they can't tune into the station, they listen to it like afterwards. So what's done is already done. But those cameras, that was live. So I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. So I loved it. I loved it because it was kind of like theater because there's people watching you, so it's live because you're entertaining people live. But you've also got the element of people at home that you don't know are watching you live too. So it was really cool.
That's awesome because so many people get nervous in front of the cameras. You seemed really just smooth.
Oh, I just ate it up.
Yeah.
I ate it up. I'm like, oh, I'm so in my element right now. This is awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we had like 5 different bands playing. Who do you think was your favorite? And could you give me some stuff about the bands? Who'd you like more? And
I was really impressed by the musicianship and the quality of every single band that played. My personal favorite band was Chowdy, the last one that played, because I have a weakness for anything with a clarinet or a saxophone or a trumpet in it. And they had such a great youthful, energetic presence in their music that was, you really got swept away by it. And I really, really enjoyed them quite a bit.
That's awesome. And so next year for College Radio Day, what advice could you give to students that want to participate in that, could help out or be in it?
My advice, if you want to get involved in College Radio Day, is get your best playlist up. If you're going to do like a segment, and be really, really high on the energy, and just let your passion show. Just let your passion burn brightly and show how much this means to you, because that kind of passion is infectious, and it really means a lot to the people who listen to it. That's what I would say. So it's all about passion. It's all about dedication to the cause. So just express that and let it burn as brightly as possible.
That's awesome. Well, Liz, I had a lot of fun yesterday. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Drew.
I'm Drew Darnell for IA News.
Well, that's our show today. We hope you enjoy this week's edition of IA News. Tune in next time for a special Halloween edition.
We now leave you with a cross-section of some of the music presented by the artists that participated in National College Radio Day.
I'm Victor Ulloa.
And I'm Ana Maria Ramirez.
Thanks for watching.
We are all watching that sunset. Watch that fireball fall. You're going to want to come along and stare out into the horizon. sun is just a star. Earth is simply a part of its own. It will shine bright before it blows, and our existence will be no more. It's a marvelous, marvelous, marvelous paradox that the source of life will also be the end of us. It's a marvelous, marvelous paradox that the source of life will also be the end of us. Oh.
You turned your blind eye on everything I ever said. You turned your blind eye on everything I ever did. Don't have to worry, you never call the telephone. Don't have to worry, baby, you're just content to run around. Don't have to worry, never call the telephone. Don't have to worry, baby, just content to run around.